From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, September 21st, 2014. Silver is trading at $17.85 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,216 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $400. Antiwar.com reports the two candidates in Afghanistan's presidential runoff have finally reached a settlement, proving widespread corruption and ballot rigging isn't an obstacle to claiming a successful election was held. Under the deal, Ashraf Ghani will be named president and Abdullah will be given the position of chief executive, a new position which was created specifically so neither candidate lost. Both positions are designed to be roughly equivalent in power, but it isn't clear how the split will ultimately be. How the results will be released is unclear as well, as Abdullah, believed to be trailing in the vote audit, had made a key demand of the power sharing that the Election Commission either release results without actual vote numbers or, by contrast, release phony numbers that made the race look closer than it actually was. The Abdullah camp had released considerable evidence of ballot stuffing being done by the commission itself on behalf of the Ghani campaign, and the two sides could not agree on how the audit would be carried out, meaning the vote was months ago and the results are still unclear. Ghani has agreed to a power-sharing framework in the past, but had also ruled out actually complying with those deals, saying that once the audit confirms his victory, he's free to do as he pleases. How that was resolved, as with other terms of the agreement, were not made public. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. The Associated Press reports the Secret Service has stepped up security outside the White House after a man with a knife who jumped the fence made it into the presidential residence before being apprehended. President Obama insisted he still has confidence in the beleaguered agency's ability to protect him and his family. Secret Service Director Julia Pearson ordered enhanced officer patrols and surveillance along the north fence of the compound just after the incident on Friday evening, which triggered a rare evacuation of the White House, as well as renewed scrutiny of the Secret Service. The agency said Pearson had also ordered a comprehensive review of what happened. President Obama and his daughters had just left the White House by helicopter on Friday evening when the Secret Service says 42-year-old Omar Gonzalez scaled the fence, darted across the lawn, and through the unlocked north portico doors before officers finally tackled him. According to the criminal complaint, when Gonzalez was apprehended, he told Secret Service agents he was concerned that the atmosphere was collapsing and needed to contact the president so he could get the word out to the people. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. That's coinbase.fppradio.com. Reuters reports former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown urged leaders to keep their promises to grant further powers to Scotland after it voted to remain in the United Kingdom. The three biggest parties had promised to rapidly expand Scotland's autonomy in a last-minute push to shore up support for the Union just days before Thursday's referendum, which came down to 55 to 44 against independence. But within hours of the results, Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron had reshuffled the cards by promising not only to fulfill the pledge to Scotland, but also to make it part of an overhaul of the balance of power across the rest of the United Kingdom within the same time frame of a few months. He vowed to produce a balanced settlement fair to the people of Scotland and, importantly, to everyone in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland as well. An announcement quickly shattered the pre-referendum consensus among London's main parties. Labour opposition leaders said plans for constitutional change on that scale needed to be put to members of the public through a convention after the next parliamentary election, which Cameron's Conservatives said amounted to kicking the issue into the long grass. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.